Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and back for Game 4, looking to take a commanding 3-1 lead in this series. Remember, man, honestly, this is going to be a tough series to finish out because this Red Sox lineup is legit, and here we're giving Zach Davies a start. I had an option here, either go with Geronimo Reyes or Zach Davies. I went with Zach Davies because I know he can hit his spots, so that's really important, especially versus this high-powered lineup. I mean, literally 1 through 9, they have guys who can hit the ball hard and effectively. They can drive and run, so I had to be careful in this series. So here is Zach Davies early in this game, getting the runner to ground out here. That's Benintendi there, and Tommy Joseph comes up. We get him swinging on the curveball there. So Zach Davies looking good early in this game, but here he is giving up the hit to Jackie Bradley in right center. Franklin Gutierrez gets that one in, but Kung Fu Panda comes up, pops one up to right. So through the first couple of innings here, Zach Davies is doing pretty good work, but here the guy who was struggling this postseason, getting a hit off the wall, is Orlando Arcia. He's sliding into second, safe with a double. So it's good to see him getting his bat going. And remember, our boy Hassan Diaz had the hit earlier to start out the game. He drives in Arcia here, and we are on the board first in this game. And that's a thing, man. We got to jump out to this early lead because we know how Boston is. The offense is there, the defense is there. They're an all-around good team. But here is Franklin Gutierrez driving in the run here, so taking the early 2-0 lead here. And Jock Peterson looking to keep this one going, getting the hit up the middle. But Franklin Gutierrez with that 40 speed cannot make it to third on that hit up the middle. So we have to settle for those 2 runs in the inning. And here's Orlando Arcia once again getting a hit here. And man, Arcia, like I said, he struggled early in the playoffs, but these two in the 9-1 hole, Hassan Diaz and Orlando Arcia, doing work so far this game. Hassan Diaz on the hit and run, advancing our boy to third base. But look at this play, man. Look at what happened. The computer just straight malfunctions, and we get in a guy on first and second. Franklin Gutierrez comes up.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Benintendi racing back, and it's gone into the monster seats.
Franklin Gutierrez, man, continues to stay hot, continues to be our MVP, man. And here he is. We're jumping out to the 6-0 lead here in this game. And it's looking good for us because, remember, 3-1 lead? I mean, it's happened before, but for a team to come back from a 3-1 lead is very, very small. But here he is taking a pitch that's actually on the outside corner there, and he pulls it over the green monster in left field, and they're forced to bring in Cody Sedlock out of the bullpen. The one thing about facing right was that he had nothing but knuckleballs. I mean, all his pitches were pretty much knuckleballs and curveballs. I think I seen about like 3 fastballs. I mean, he was throwing nothing but off-speed junk. And when they brought in this new pitcher, Sedlock, I mean, I was missing on these fastballs because I was so used to hitting those curveballs and knuckleballs, so it was kind of throwing me off a little bit. But here's Zach Davies getting into a little bit of trouble here in the 5th inning, giving up 2 guys on base. And here Mookie Betts hits one, a line shot, and Travis Shaw at least gets in the way, knocks it down, so we keep him in. And look what happens, man. Tommy Joseph hits an absolute bomb over the left field wall. And, man, just like that, our 6-run lead is trimmed to just 2 on the grand slam. And, man, I actually went to my bullpen after the bases were loaded. I went to my bullpen just to see. I had to think about it a little bit. What are they going to bring in a pitcher? I should have brought in a pitcher out of the bullpen because, what do you know it, I give up a grand slam. So here I'm done. I mean, I'm pulling in a guy out of the bullpen. So I bring in Corey Knebel, get us out of this jam. He at least gets Jackie Bradley to strike out swinging there. So here we get another chance at the plate, and here is our guy Stuart Turner getting the hit down the left field line. So he's got 22 speed. That's the only thing, man. Every time I want to get him on base, I can never steal bases. I can never do hit and runs. And here's a hit and run, actually. And Stuart Turner with that 22 speed trying to make it all the way home. But look at this. He's thrown out by a mile at home plate. And that's where that 22 speed hurts us, man. I mean, it sucks because he's been hitting the ball really, really well. But when he gets on base, he's such a liability because I can never drive in runs with him on base. And if I do, it has to be on a hit and run. And there, the hit and run didn't even work. So here we bring in Taylor Youngman because we're getting into another jam here. And we probably waited a little bit too long for that to pull him because Corey Knebel was actually getting tired at this point. And here we are giving up a hit down the line. That's going to drive in a run here. So our 6-run lead is going to get trimmed to just 1 late in this game. So we actually walk Benintendi here, and we do get to Xander Bogaerts, but we do get him to strike out here. So that was only 1 out in the inning. So now we have 2 outs in the inning. Tommy Joseph, we get him to strike out looking, so at least we get out of that jam. Still up by 1 run, but here we're starting to struggle at the plate. Asan Diaz strikes out there. Jock Peterson can't get anything going, man. He's been struggling actually this series. And Taylor Youngman on the mound, man, giving up a hit to left field. And I'm really worried at this point because we're giving up a lot of hits in this game. We actually produce a lot of hits in this game. So here is Kung Fu Panda at the plate. Brinson's going to field this one off the wall. RC is going to come up throwing. And, oh, just like you know it, man. They come all the way back, tie it up. And 6-6 late in this game. And we need to get something going on offense because, remember, we started strong, but, man, we're really struggling late in this game, and that's what I was actually worried about. I wanted the hot start, but I actually wanted to produce some runs late in this game. Paulo Orlando, I try to get some offense going. I bring in Paulo Orlando to pinch hit for Lucas Erceg because Lucas Erceg hits pretty well versus right-handed pitching, so I have him starting in this game in the DH spot. So here is Orlando Arcia at the plate, striking out. Remember, he's been hot so far this game, 3 for 3. And here's Asan Diaz once again driving the ball deep to left center, but that one's going to be caught. And our offense just completely goes cold here. Striking out, look at Jock Peterson. That was a questionable call there. I don't know what the umpire was thinking there. That was definitely outside the strike zone. And here is Brinson one more time, popping out to right field. So, as you can see, man, we're getting late in this game, man. Not producing any runs. And we're actually on to extras in this game. Here, Travis Shaw popping out to left. I mean, we cannot get any offense going. And at least our bullpen is holding it down on the mound because look at all these fly balls we're getting in this game. And here we have Geronimo Reyes. Remember, I was talking about starting him in this game. So I bring him in late in this game. He's giving up the early hit to Jackie Bradley. Jackie Bradley's actually having a huge game this game. Another hit. So here they come up with a sacrifice bunt situation, and they really have to fix that in this game. I've been able to throw out just about every runner at second on bunts in this game. They probably have to fix that going into MLB The Show 18. And here, after getting a speedy guy on second, they advance runner to third on the ground ball to Arcia, and Blake Swihart, after going 0 for 5 in this game, gets a pitch to hit, and Geronimo Reyes gives up the game winner to center field. And that's a tragic loss for us. That's not a good sign because now they have momentum going into game 5 after a walk-off hit. And, man, 13 hits. They have 15, and they pull out the victory. Too many hits given up by our bullpen. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll be back for the next episode.